Hey people, it is your girl, Lil Lady Carter, Miss Dean if you nasty. And yes, that is a Janet Jackson Nasty Boys reference. If you didn't know that, because I get asked about it, then I'm obviously older than you, or I just listen to older music than you. See, me and my glasses. I want to get contacts, but I'm scared because I don't like things in my eye. Anyways, that's beside the point. I know you read the title to this, so I know you're probably thinking, look, Janie, look, Lil Lady Carter, Miss Dean, if you're nasty, stop rambling, okay? Get to the point. So here it goes. Look, I didn't want to do this, okay? I didn't want to do this, okay? I didn't. But Kanye, you brought this on yourself. And I kind of think he brought this on himself on purpose. Like, I kind of feel like, I like to believe, and maybe call me stupid for believing, but I like to believe that he doesn't really believe what he tweeted. He just tweeted it to get us talking, which, hey, it worked. So you won this round, Kanye. Look, if you missed the tweet, he tweeted something along the lines of, he's opening up the debate that New Slave's second verse is the best verse ever in rap history of the world, Craig, of the world. And I, like most people, saw said tweet, rolled my eyes, and kept scrolling. I don't even know why I'm still following him on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram. Still following him on Twitter. And anyways, but that's besides the point. The point is that, I rolled my eyes. I said, whatever. Kanye's obviously tripping on that chicken that Kim Kardashian be serving him. She be frying up the chicken, and obviously she doesn't do it right because he's getting delusional. But I have like two kind of feelings to this, okay, to this tweet. On one side is the former Rap Janie me, when I was a rapper. And whenever you're a rapper or any type of artist, you kind of think your stuff is the best stuff in the world. Like, you don't think anybody in the world is better than you. And if you do, then you don't need to be doing it. Or you need to work harder to the point where you think you are the best. So I kind of feel him on the tweet at first. Like, at first I was thinking like, well, it's really no reason to debate because when it comes to rap verses, this is going to be all anybody's opinion. Like, it's going to be somebody's opinion. They can't really statistically or mathematically or scientifically prove whose verse is better because, well, you could try and do it by sales, but then there's a million people who might have had a much, much better verse but didn't have the money to back behind them to get sales. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is always going to be somebody's opinion. So I was thinking like, okay, in his own opinion, he thinks he's the best. Makes sense. Like, what person who does something doesn't think they're the best? And if you don't think you're the best, then you need to be like on that Gatorade commercial. Go pump you some Gatorade, take them little Gatorade Starburst looking thingies, and go outside and run and shoot the ball until Dwayne Wade can't block your shots. That's how I feel. But then, on the other side of me, the Mrs. Dean side of me, I wouldn't even say Mrs. Dean because this one gets a little rude. I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, there's no way he really feels this way because I can name 100 verses better than his verse. I can name 5 of his own verses that's better than that verse. Like, his whole first album was better than that verse. His whole, what is that? What's my favorite album? Well, I'd say my favorite Kanye album has to be his first album. His first, not Late Registration. That's the second album. Come on. College Dropout. There it goes. I would have to say that College Dropout is definitely his best album. But then that's how I feel about a lot of people's first album. Because a lot of people's first album, you're in a different space. You're hungry. You want this so bad. You have so much to prove. So you lay it all out there on that first album. And the world loves it. Or the world doesn't get to hear it. Like in my case or in anybody else's case who didn't make it. Okay, but still, I feel like your first album is always kind of your best. Like Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt to this day is still my favorite Jay album. Coming in second and third, I would say The Blueprints. I like all the Blueprints. I would have to say that, you know, I think his first album is his best album. I really didn't pay Kanye's last couple of albums any attention. Like, the last Kanye album I bought was Graduation. I loved Graduation. Thought it was pretty good. Thought Kanye still sounded like himself. And then after that, I didn't buy any more albums because I wasn't really feeling the singles. Like, whatever came out as a single, I wasn't really feeling it. So his album wasn't on my mind. And that's just how it is. Now, of course, I bought Watch the Throne because, as most of you know, which I don't know if you do know, but now you're about to know, I am a huge Jay-Z fan. So when I heard about Watch the Throne, of course, I went out and bought it, loved it, because that's Jay in it. Duh. And then, you know, the rest of Kanye albums that came after that, around that, whatever, I don't know. And the only reason why I listened to Yeezus is because it was leaked. And when I listened to it when it was leaked, I had done a review video, but then I said, oh my God, this video is so negative, ew, negativity. So I was like, oh no, I'm not putting that out because I don't want to be this, you know, negative Nelly. It's bad enough I just did this rant the other day going off. So I was like, I don't want to be doing that all the time. I want to be a little more positive and happy and on my page. So I was like, I'm not even going to post it. But then Kanye goes and tweets this crap and makes me have to then do something where I'm being a judgy judger. I have to judge you off of what you said or whatever. And honestly, I can't blame his downfall on Kim Kardashian. Because, you know, he was kind of spiraling out of control before her. So it's not 100% her fault, but I don't think that relationship helps any because it's like you sitting here screaming that you don't want, you're not a brand, you're not a product, you can't sell me. But then you're dating Kim Kardashian who sells everything about herself. Like, I mean, she made money and pretty much got everything she has off of a sex tape instead of hiding it and running away from it. Like, oh my God, no, I don't want people to see this. She sold it, got a reality show with her family, and her mom sells every aspect of her life. She just made millions of dollars off of a marriage that only lasted, what, 72 somethings. I don't know if it was nights or days or months or whispers. I don't know. Okay, I can't keep up with her life because it's a bag full of drama. But I'm just saying, I don't feel like that relationship helps any because, I mean, now he's going crazy, beating up TMZ people, beating up the paparazzi. Like, I mean, I don't know, Kanye. That tweet, to me, like, I like to think, I like to believe, the part of me who still believes that late registration and graduation and college dropout and all of those people, that version of you is still alive inside you. I like to believe you tweeted that simply because you love your music, and you should definitely love your own music. If you're going to put it out there to the world, if you're going to put anything out there to the world, I don't care if you're whistling on video for YouTube, it better be the best whistles you ever whistled because you're putting it out there. It's a representation of you and you have to love what you're doing. So I like to believe that that's the reason why he did it. If that's not the reason, and if he really, honestly, can sit down and listen to every other rap verse in the history of rap verse and really still feel like his is the best, then, I mean, more power to him. But yeah, you would lose me time. We played anything by Rakim, Jay-Z, Nas. Oh my God, Nas will eat you alive. There's a million Nas verses that I can love. T.I. has some on, what is his first? Trap Music, his first album. T.I.'s first album has some really dope verses on it. So, I mean, really, I just like to believe he did this for attention. And maybe, like I said before, he really does think he's awesome. Which, you should think you're awesome. But that don't mean I have to agree. I don't have to agree. You shouldn't have opened it up for debate. He should have just said, I feel, in my opinion. See, it's all about how you word stuff. All right? You guys, tell me how you feel about Kanye's tweet or anything else about rap music. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, I love you guys. Later.